Hello, hi, this is Rani Ahmed with you, and this is lesson 28 in how to program using TCL scripting language on Cisco routers. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to talk about arrays. Okay, now, what are arrays in TCL? That's different from arrays in other languages. Okay, now the arrays in other languages are usually the lists that we had in a previous lesson. Okay, so the arrays are actually let's see here the code are a list which has like the number of elements in it should be even, always even, where each couple, okay, each two that you select, okay, it will be like this is the key and this is the value. So this is the reference or the index if you want, and this is the value at this index. So our index here or our reference here is a word, it's not a number like in the list. If you want to refer to any element in the list, you just use its numeric index. Okay? Here no, here you're referencing to the value, okay, by an index made of a string. Okay, so let's imagine I have a host list and I want to iterate over this, and I want to set up the hosts list. Okay, like every host which IP it has, the host name versus its IP. Okay, so so what we have here is, for example, router 1 has this IP, okay, router 2 has this IP, okay, router 3 has this IP, and the FTP server tserv has this IP. Good. All those are run on one router. Okay, so we got like a domains table, okay, or host names versus IPs table. Good. Now the list, as you see in the array, is always even. See, 2, 2, 2. Okay, and the command to create a list right on, okay, is using the array set hosts list. Like array, I want to make I want to use an array and set the contents of it using the variable name of the array named hosts list. So I'm creating an array whose variable name is hosts list. Okay, and it's preferred that you write it in a way that each two on a line, okay, on a separate line. Each two words are on a separate line. Now here what I'm doing is I'm showing you how to print an element, one element, single element from the array. So if I want to print the value that's versus R1, okay, which is this 192.168.122.2, okay, so I use the $sign of the array variable host list, and what's between the parens, okay, between those parens, okay, are or is the key. So this is the reference, this is the key. So here is R1, see, okay. Now this way here tells us how to print every element in the array. Okay, so because it's a like an even list, okay, the list count, or if we will say, if we use the length command, okay, use the length command, okay, it will be counted as even, okay, even numbers. So array get host list, so this gives you the whole contents of the array as a normal list. Okay, now and for each, you know, we can take every two and iterate. So the first one is the host name, the next one is the IP. Every element, every two elements in the list can be taken or grabbed in parallel like this. So therefore, I will be having a quick way to access the key versus its value. So the host name versus its IP. Okay. So this is I'm putting or printing the host name versus its IP, and I'm using the isconfig command that's on the router to configure the host name, which is, for example, R1 will be having this IP 22.2, okay, and because of the iteration I will be doing this, okay. So it will be easy for me if I want, okay, I can make a host list from an array, okay. Now, and this command here, array names host list, gives you the keys, okay. So the keys of the list, so it gives you this first column, okay, here. So R1, the list of R1 and R2 and R3 and T-sub, okay. So this returns a list of the keys of the array, okay. So and because I can use for each to iterate on a list, so every key is the host name. Cool. So if I want to print the value at that host name, okay, I can use this way. So because this is a variable, so what I'm telling you is that you can use here a variable, okay, to replace or give the value of the key, okay. When it's R1 it's R1, when it's R2 it's R2, when it's R3 it's R3, when it's T-sub it's T-sub, okay. So this is how I'm printing them, and same way I am doing IP host, okay, and both do work. Cool. Now here I'm telling you, or I'm showing you, sorry, how to set a new key, okay. You know the giga, you know, you have a gigabit here, okay, see, I have a gigabit here, okay. So therefore I want to set its IP, okay. So this is the host list, and I want to make a new key named giga. So this is how I'm setting it, and this is its value, okay. So in host list giga, at the index giga, set the value to be this IP, okay. And here I'm just trying to prove you, okay, that giga is now set and it's part of the list by printing the contents of host list, okay. So let's try run this code. Okay, and here, see, this is let me first, I was on top. So here you see this is printing the host list at R1. So this is R1, okay, R1's IP, cool. And here I am printing, okay, all this set is printing the array, okay. Now you can use here, if you want, use lsort command, okay, something like this. To list the list sorted, okay. Now here I'm printing like the current key. See, this is hostname, this part here. First put like this. So here's the for each, this for each, okay, and here's I'm doing the hostname, this part, okay. So this is an iteration over the keys only, okay. This one was an iteration only on the on both, sorry, okay. So this is the key only, and this is the both, okay. Now here I'm doing the set giga, and then I'm printing the list back. So you notice after that, after the setting, so when I do another loop here, see, I have a new host, okay. This is giga, and if we want, we can, after, because I'm using the iOS config, I can show you by show hosts, okay. See the print the table here. So this proves us that the data has been applied, okay. And that's all. Thanks for watching.